are a superstar. Symbol of a woman who be working for herself. You are a superstar. Owamie, 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 Owamie. You a vlogger, fashion nova. You a being one less than a mugoza. Owamie, 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 Owamie.
Hi ninjas, how are you guys doing? It's your girl Owamie, aka Miss Fearful, coming back for entertainment. If it's the first time joining me, almost definitely welcome. Please do make sure that you subscribe and obviously hit the bell. I absolutely love you, and do not forget to follow me on Instagram. It's at boldly Owamie. Now my ninjas, before we get into this video, let's go ahead and check this shout out.
Hello guys, thank you so much for this opportunity to invite you to a YouTube channel called Silia Moswinengzengele, where we talk everything gender-based violence and femicide, and we get to differentiate between toxic relationships and ordinary differences in a relationship, how to leave a toxic relationship, and also how to carry on with life after.
Ninjas, please do make sure that you go out there and of course you support a ninja. Make sure that you subscribe and also comment to say that Queen Ninja actually sent you guys, so that when it's your turn, ninjas can also come in and support you. So today's video, you guys, is one of those. Yes, personal story times are still going to come back, don't worry. I'm still just thinking, do I post them on this channel or do I post them on my other channel? Maybe you guys can basically tell me in the comment section which one you guys would prefer. But I feel like whenever I'm posting story times here, my entertainment videos are not doing as well. It's like they're being recommended to people that only want my channel for personal story times, and so kind of messing up my algorithm. But anyway, my ninjas, obviously you guys saw the title of this video. We're gonna be talking about a story time, you guys, of a lady that got scammed over 500,000 rands by a Congolese man. Now, this is something that happened on Twitter. On TikTok. If you go on TikTok, you guys, my handle is boldly_Owamie or Owamie Entertainment. Please do make sure that you follow me. We've reached over 20,000, so thank you guys. I do try to actually educate here and there. And so yeah. So basically, this is what a user commented. She commented to say, my colleague resigned from work and the Congolese guy took 500,000 rands of the pension fund and he disappeared. Now, this was just one of the comments, you guys, that I'm going to go ahead and reference, but I've realized that there's also a new way that the scammers are basically doing. And I want to also give this disclaimer that there are certain people that feel like if I'm still talking about this, the whole scammer situation and everything, it means that somehow maybe I still have emotional attachments towards my scammer. Actually, I never had emotional attachments towards him. That's how you couldn't even legit get a lot of money. I'm someone that I feel like I was just a bit naive in terms of I've gone through financial struggles. So when someone talks, my first instinct is to actually help. But now I've gotten to a point where, you guys, even females, a person can come and I can have money and I will say I legit don't, just because I've seen that there are people that are actually out here just scamming people, and I don't have time to be up and down fighting with someone, running after someone for them to give me my money. Do you understand what I mean? So I'm just simply doing these videos trying to educate, and I feel like sometimes you don't see it as important because you already know about it, but trust and believe there are many people out there that still do not know. So you need to make sure that obviously you share this type of videos so that people can be warned. That's the first thing. The other thing again that I'll go ahead and say is that it does seem as if right now, you guys, or it's not even something that just started now, guys. The reason why I'm even talking about Congolese is because Congolese are the kings of scammers out here, especially in South Africa, when it comes to love scamming. They are the kings of it, honey. They are the kings of the gigolo, the gigolo gang, okay? And the reason why I feel like when it comes to Congolese, they're a little bit they get away with it a little bit more is because they're very polite. They know how to fake just being a genuine person. they come off as really good people, and so unfortunately at most times you're not even going to see it coming. Now that does not mean that you need not to be careful with everyone. It can be a Nigerian, a South African, a Zimbabwean, or whatever. You need to be careful, but all I'm going to simply say is that obviously right now the Congolese are definitely taking the cup. If you go to the police station and you actually talk about, oh, I've been love scammed or someone did this, when I tell you that, the first question they asked me was it a Congolese guy? Like, they already know that, like, we keep on getting cases of this, this particular group of people. And so that's something that I think that we should just be careful, unfortunately, due to the fact that they are so polite. You're barely going to even realize that this person is not being genuine, and so you will only realize late when you've already given your money. So on TikTok, you guys, what I actually realized was that there's this rise on that they are basically going for older women. And when I say older women, I'm talking about our mothers, honey. Okay, that's the age gang I'm talking about, like Boma 48, 50. This is someone that has worked their whole life. They are almost into their retirement, and so now basically what they do is that these love scammers, you guys, they come in, they make this woman feel like she's the world. And most times, most of them are single, the ladies, obviously. And so it's like she has never received love in a very long time, or someone that is just sweet and genuine. And so this guy comes in and plays that part. So they pretend and they act like they're being genuine. They really love this person. And of course, after years of not being with someone, and on top of that, not knowing the whole love scamming and the gigolo gang, they're going to obviously fall for that. And so when a woman is in love, you guys, it's not just a woman. When someone is in love, like, your senses, wow, being in love, honestly, I don't even want to lie. Each time you make a decision with your heart, it just, most of the time, things just don't end up well or end well. And so basically, what they do is that they go to these women that are still working, that are not retired yet, but they've worked for years, so they do have quite a large amount of money when it comes to, like, their pension fund. And so what they do is that they get with them and then they convince them. So at first, obviously, they're gonna want money, and the woman probably will say, I don't have money, or she takes a loan. After that, he's going to say, hey, I've got this business deal, and it's going to go well. It's going to basically give me, like, 3 million rands. From the 3 million rands, I will obviously give you like 1 million rands or 1.5, or is basically going to say, what, we're together, so I'm going to obviously fully support you and this and this. They scam you guys and they lie, and it always has to either do with minerals, gold, one stupid nonsense business that does not exist, or another. It always has to do with the airport. It always has to do with the Messina border. It always has to do with one border or another, one airport or another, one story or another. Others even have print out documents, you guys, that obviously, like, there are a lot and they're talking about nonsense, right? And most times you're not going to go through the whole document. Others are actually, they look legit. These are business plans that these people are actually going out there into the internet, and they're basically just, printing it out. So this person will feel like they've done that due diligence, they have seen the paperwork and everything. And then the women, what they do is that they're going to their jobs, they're resigning, because remember, not everyone wants to work, you guys. It's not everyone that has a fabulous job. And so we don't want to work, shbubu, okay? We don't want to work. I'm out here working. I don't want to work, but I have to warn you. Somebody has to warn you, because ain't nobody talking about this. So basically what they do is obviously that, and then this woman will feel, oh my gosh, it's time for me to retire early, I'm gonna get a lot of money and stuff. They go in, and then maybe they find that, what, your retirement package right now is going to be 500,000 rands. And mind you, because you're taking your money before the time, you're going to also get some penalties. But what does that really affect you? Because your man's is going to come with a lot of money. You're going to make a lot more than that, right? And at that time, yes, honey, okay, this man will be showing you heaven and then dragging you to hell and then putting you back to heaven. The gigolo that they are. So these women that are doing this, you guys, they go in there, they take the retirement packages, and then they give this man, and then the man disappears. So now these poor women are left with no job, no money, no source of income, and the worst part, all the money that they've worked for, because your pension fund is money that you've worked for. Now, the unfortunate part when it comes to this, you guys, is the fact that obviously it's going to affect us highly in terms of it's your mother that this happened. Imagine, like, some of you still need to go to school, some of you need to still do this, some of you still need to do that, and then imagine she or this person taking over R500,000 to give a person that is a scammer, and then after that they run away. In South Africa, you guys, the law does not protect us. I don't understand why. However, I did hear that you can open a fraudulent case, but it's not many people that know. If I knew before, which I'm like pissed, like why didn't the officers actually give me this advice, I would have actually laid a criminal case against this guy, because the person comes in false identity. That's fraud. That's supposed to be considered as fraud. Do you understand? And so most of the times you have to run around with small claims, which it's effective, but sometimes it takes time, and sometimes it may take some of your money as well. So obviously and yeah, that's what they're doing. And so I did hear another one that said that this man, also the one they're talking about, is also from Congo, that he basically went in and he got a woman, which is why I was like, I think I need to talk about this, because of they are doing this, you guys. They're going to people that are working, and they're having these women quit their jobs and give them the pension money. So if a man suggests that to you, honey, that man is scamming you. Don't do it. Warn your mothers, warn your grandmothers, warn your great grandmothers. Ain't nobody safe. And so they're saying that what they did to this woman, they did the same. She went and she took a retirement package. After she did that, you guys, the man had basically married her. And then he said, babe, let's sell the house here and relocate to Cape Town. That's where the business is supposed to be. So after she gave him the retirement money, she sold the house, gave him the money, and the guy disappeared. So this poor woman was left without a house. She was left without a job. She was left without a pension fund. And some of them, you guys, they are not even scared to marry you whilst they know that they're scamming you. You guys remember I did an interview with Liseho, and that happened. She was married to her husband for like, what was it, 7 years, if I'm not too mistaken. The husband was also from Congo. Child, like, do you see a pattern? There are other people, obviously, that were talking about different stories, and they were talking about men from different countries, but majority of the stories that I've seen, you guys, is obviously like men from Congo. And so I'm just doing this video to say, hey, maybe you may know about it, but maybe it's time that you actually educate your family members, educate your mothers, educate your fathers. Well, your fathers are safe, but your grandmothers, your great grandmothers, I'm telling you, they don't choose, honey. Okay, they don't choose. And if you do have a friend, or you do have a sister, or someone close to you that you suspect is in this type of a relationship, maybe you should also make sure that you share this video to them, because sometimes some words are better received coming from a stranger, because you guys know how it is as women. Always think, oh, the other one is just being jealous because he treats me right. No, mama, he's not treating you right. He's trying to scam you. Okay, they're very polite. They know how to pretend, but when it's time to pay the money, that's when you actually see the real colors, because you're not going to get your money. You're not going to get your money. So rather be safe than sorry. Be careful and make sure that whichever man is bold enough to ask you money, dump him. That's you're not a bank, and you should dump him for the stupidity of not knowing the difference. Indoda maifuni mali make hambe iye a bank, because you are not a bank. I think that this whole narrative and the stupid ideology that as women we need to be used for money that we work very hard for, it definitely needs to stop. And the reason why there are some people that I know in the comment section are going to say, hey, I'm going to ratama foreign, because at least some foreigners give money. Most of our South African men are lazy to give money. They're lazy to work. They're lazy to give money. So you still expect to go to Mina, I'm going to go make money and then buy food and come cook for you. So before you even talk of that nonsense, please shut your mouth. But as women, guys, let's stand together in this whole situation of not giving men money, okay? I see we're not banks, so let's not do it. Anyway, ninjas, I love you guys so much. Do not forget to thumbs up this video and obviously share. And make sure that you share this video, you guys. You could be saving a sister's life. And I'll see you guys in my next upload. Bye, ninjas.